Welcome to an in-depth exploration of the car that changed the automotive landscape forever, the first-generation Ford Mustang. It all began on April 17, 1964, at the New York World's Fair. Ford, led by the visionary Lee Iacocca, introduced a vehicle that defied existing categories. It wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. Marketed as a 1965 model, but often referred to by enthusiasts as the 1964.5, the Mustang offered a combination of style, performance, and affordability that the American public had never seen before. It targeted the burgeoning youth market, promising a sporty driving experience without the high price tag of European imports. This was the moment the pony car class was born, characterized by its long hood, short deck, and compact proportions.
The Mustang's design was a masterclass in visual balance. Utilizing the existing Ford Falcon chassis to keep development costs low, designers Gail Halderman and Joe Oros created a body that looked fast even when standing still. The long hood, short deck proportions became the industry standard for sporty coupes. By using shared components from the Falcon and Fairlane, Ford was able to offer an incredibly stylish vehicle for a fraction of the price of a dedicated sports car. This engineering efficiency allowed for a massive variety of configurations, from a fuel-sipping 170 cubic inch inline six to the more powerful 260 and 289 cubic inch V8 engines. The Mustang was designed to be whatever the customer wanted it to be: a grocery getter, a commuter, or a weekend racer.
Ford's marketing team anticipated selling around 100,000 units in the first year. They were wrong. The Mustang was an instant, unprecedented success. In its first day on sale, dealers took 22,000 orders. By the end of the first 12 months, Ford had sold a staggering 418,000 Mustangs, shattering all previous sales records for a new model. This success wasn't just about the car, it was about the lifestyle it sold. It appeared on the covers of Time and Newsweek simultaneously. It was the pace car for the 1964 Indianapolis 500. By 1966, Ford had already produced its 1 millionth Mustang. This rapid adoption proved that there was a massive, untapped demand for personal luxury and performance at an accessible price point.
Following the mid-year launch, 1965 brought the first full year of production and significant updates. The engine lineup was bolstered, replacing the 260 V8 with the now legendary 289 cubic inch Challenger V8. The iconic Fastback 2+2 body style was introduced, offering a more aggressive roofline. Perhaps most significantly, the GT equipment group was launched. This package added fog lamps, rocker panel stripes, disc brakes, and the Master Guide power steering. Inside, the pony interior, officially the interior decor group, added embossed running horses on the seatbacks, a wood-grain steering wheel, and a 5-dial instrument cluster. These years cemented the Mustang's reputation for having one of the longest and most diverse options lists in the industry.
To give the Mustang true performance credibility on the track, Ford turned to Carroll Shelby. In 1965, the Shelby GT350 was born. These cars weren't just about aesthetics. They were stripped-down, race-ready machines. The rear seats were removed to qualify as a sports car under SCCA rules. The 289 V8 was tuned to produce 306 horsepower, featuring a high-rise intake manifold and side-exit exhausts. Dressed in Wimbledon white with Guardsman blue rocker stripes, the GT350 became an immediate legend. By 1966, Shelby introduced the GT350H for the Hertz Rent-A-Racer program, allowing everyday drivers to experience 300-plus horsepower for a weekend. This partnership transformed the Mustang from a stylish commuter into a dominant force in American road racing.
As the horsepower wars heated up in Detroit, the Mustang had to grow. The 1967 redesign made the car longer, wider, and more aggressive. The most significant change was under the hood, where the engine bay was enlarged to accommodate big block engines. This allowed for the massive 390 cubic inch FE Series V8, producing 320 horsepower. 1968 saw the introduction of the 428 Cobra Jet, a factory-built drag strip monster, underrated at 335 horsepower to appease insurance companies. This era is also immortalized by the 1968 Highland Green GT Fastback, driven by Steve McQueen in the film Bullitt. The 1967-1968 models represent the peak of the Mustang's original classic styling before it moved into more muscular, heavy designs. By 1969, the Mustang had evolved into a true muscle car. The lineup expanded with specialized performance models. The Mach 1 became the ultimate performance package for the masses, featuring a shaker hood and matte black accents. For homologation in Trans Am racing, Ford released the Boss 302, a high-revving masterpiece. Meanwhile, to satisfy NASCAR requirements, the Boss 429 was created, a car so wide that the shock towers had to be modified just to fit the engine. This period also saw the introduction of the quad headlight design in 1969 and a return to dual headlights in 1970. These years offered the most diverse performance options in Mustang history, catering to drag racers, road racers, and style seekers alike. The Mustang underwent its most dramatic transformation in 1971. Under the direction of Bunky Knudsen, the car grew nearly a foot longer and became significantly heavier. The design moved toward a flat-back look with a nearly horizontal rear window on the sports roof models. While it could still be ordered with the 429 Cobra Jet early on, increasing emissions regulations and the impending fuel crisis began to strangle performance. By 1973, the high-compression engines were gone, replaced by lower-output versions optimized for unleaded gasoline. Despite the shift away from raw power, the 1971-1973 models remain iconic for their presence and are famously remembered for the Eleanor Mustang in the original 1974 film Gone in 60 Seconds. One of the industry-changing aspects of the Gen I Mustang was the concept of design to be designed by you. Ford offered an unprecedented level of customization. A buyer could walk into a showroom and choose from 3 body styles, half-dozen engines, multiple transmissions, and a list of interior and exterior dress-up kits. This a la carte ordering system meant that 2 Mustangs sitting at a stoplight were rarely identical. You could have a 6-cylinder economy coupe with a luxury interior, or a bare-bones fastback with a racing engine. This democratization of bespoke car building changed how manufacturers marketed vehicles to the public, moving away from one-size-fits-all to a personalized consumer experience that professionals still study today. The first-generation Mustang ended its run in 1973, having sold nearly 3 million units over 9 years. It didn't just sell cars, it created a legacy. It spawned competitors like the Camaro, Firebird, and Challenger, defining the muscle car era. Today, the Gen 1 Mustang is one of the most collectible cars in the world. Its parts availability is unmatched, and its community is global. Whether it's a concourse-quality 1964.5 convertible or a resto-mod 1969 Mach 1, the first generation remains the gold standard for American automotive icons. It represented a time of optimism, engineering freedom, and the pure joy of the open road. The Mustang wasn't just a car, it was the heartbeat of America on 4 wheels.